What's up, my good people? What's up, my good people? What's up, my good people? How everybody doing? Welcome to a short break. I am Damien D. Smith. Your moderating host is what I've named myself. Thank you for showing up, everyone that's here. I know we're getting going. We have a great conversation coming up later. If you've been following the show, by the way, everyone, follow a short break. We got follow us. We got some really cool things coming along. We have some really, really great conversations happening. I'm telling you, you really should follow us. Follow me at Damien D. Smith and check into the website. It's going to be some real cool things coming along. And also, just a real quick maintenance thing. Not maintenance for the people. If you would like to submit your film to a short break, send us an email with a link to your film to info@4910rosalie.com with the subject matter that says a short break submission. Again, it's info@4910rosalie.com with the subject matter that says a short break submission. All right, I just wanted to get the housekeeping things out of the way because I've been getting, calls and people have been hitting me up about them not knowing how to submit their film and trying to find out the selection process that we go by selecting our shorts. And I'll tell you right now, the selection process that we go by easily. The relationships that I have with filmmakers and the short films that I've seen throughout my years of working in this, those are the first things I think about, and then the ones that come to my attention. So shorts that come to my attention, I'm watching film all the time, short, feature, docs, all types, foreign. I'm a cinephile, so if you got a short film and you want us to take a look at it and possibly have you on the show, please send it through. The info is I'll have it scrolling for a minute so we can get to it. So my good people, thank you for joining in. I see we got some folks popping in already. Let us know where you're from. Let us know where you're checking in from. Again, welcome to a short break. We are excited to have you, and we got some really cool stuff coming up pretty soon. So let us know where you're checking in from. Let us know where we can hear from you. What are you watching on Netflix right now? Because I just thought, man, what is the name of the show? Not Netflix, Amazon. I just watched this Amazon show, Upload. It got the sister Zainab Johnson in it. There's a New York shout out. Upload. It is funny. It's my type of humor. I was watching it because I wrote something that wasn't that, but it was like, but it's cool. Upload is pretty cool because it goes to a whole nother direction, which lets you know great mind think alike. But yeah, Upload is pretty good, and it makes you think of death a lot and the afterlife. It's a trip. It's a trippy thing. What's up, good people? I see everybody chime in. I seen everybody coming on board. Let me know where you're checking in from. Let me know where you're from. We see you got Gerald King. What up, Gerald? What's up, man? Thanks for watching, brother. I see you and chimed in. Matthew, what's up, man? We got South Florida in the house. South Florida. The Expanse. What's The Expanse? I've been hearing a lot of good stuff about that. I'm gonna have to check out The Expanse, Matthew. Thanks for checking in. Who else we got up in here? Let us know what you're watching. Let me know what's going on. Let me know what's something I can check out. Okay, we got Sumterville, South Carolina. Kenneth, what's up, my brother? Thank you for checking in. Appreciate you. We're gonna have a good time today. We're gonna have a real good time. Thank you, Kenneth. Let me see what else. We got Bed-Stuy. Oh yeah, hey, listen, there's always Brooklyn in the house. It's always Brooklyn in the house. We got a private check coming in from our guest today. He put him saying he's one of these cats that's always repping Brooklyn hard. So yeah, he had to do a shout out. We got Marlena Marie's watching. Hey Marlena, what's going on? Again, welcome to a short break, everybody. Thank you for checking in. So right now we're talking about what we're watching on TV while we're in this COVID situation. I was just saying I just got done watching Upload. I haven't finished it, but it's interesting. I like the story. I like what's happening. It's entertaining to me, so I get it. Shantae, thanks for checking in, Shantae. How you doing? I see you in the place. I see our folks checking in. So listen, I'm going to bring on our guest today. This brother, you'll learn more about this brother as our conversation go along. We watch his work because you can learn a lot about a person, especially about an artist is by watching their work or listening to their music. You can really get a sense of who they are and their characters. Kind of like what Jay said, is just like, just listen to my music, man. You know what I'm talking about, who I am. I put it all out there for you. So I got to put this in the line of another Brooklyn brother. This I call him brother Boogie, but Michael Pickney is this brother's technical name. So I want to make sure I represent that properly, because this man's name is a force. He's gonna be a force in this industry. So without any further ado, we got Ozark. Ozark is what's up. I'm watching Ozark as well. But without any further ado, I'm going to bring up the good brother Michael Boogie Pickney, and we're going to get our conversation going. You there, brother? Hello? Are we having some, we might have a little technical issues. I can't hear you. You there, brother? I can't hear you with your mic, bro. Unmute your mic, maybe. But we're gonna get this worked out. You know, this is what's happening when we got live shows going on. Maybe unplug your mic because I can't hear you. You know, or maybe remove yourself and come back in. We're going to just get, you know, you're not coming across, but we're going to talk about a minute. Just work on it, my brother. Maybe just get in and get out. What's up? We got some comments checking in. Ozarks, love to you, Boogie. Oh man, boom. Boogie had to jump out and jump back in because we were having some technical issues, but it's about to pop. This is going to pop off in a second, and that's what happens. Again, we're doing live shows. This is going to be a good time. It's going to be a really great conversation. I think we all got it down. Again, if you didn't get it, if you want to submit, just send it on through. We had the information rolling through for a minute. So Ozarks, I know we talked about this 2 shows ago, but I feel like I gotta say it again. That the brother that came in the Ozarks, if you haven't finished Ozarks, it's not gonna be a spoiler. But that brother that goes in, he's just amazing. Okay, there we go. Hey Tony, what's up, my brother? Thank you for checking in, my man. Hey, it was a great sermon this morning. I got to had the privilege of checking in. The brother Tony was preaching the word. Hey man, I was happy I jumped in, brother. Thank you. Yeah, it's we got Al Robbins. Thank you, Al, for checking in, man. Thank you for watching. We're waiting to get Boogie back. Our brother was with us, and then we had some technical issues, but just wanted to say again, I'm Damien D. Smith. I'm your host / moderator for the day, for today, for this show, A Short Break. And let me tell you a little bit about Short Break. All right, A Short Break was put together with the passion and love of filmmaking in the process. And here at A Short Break, that we all believe that every short film has a long story, because every short film is made out of love. Either an artist wanting to show what they can do, or what they can, or make, or just have a story in them that they cannot just let out, that they had to let out, that they couldn't just let sit. So that's why we did A Short Break, and we love A Short Break over here. Oh, shout out, thank you, Miss Weeks. A Short Break is dope. Oh man, appreciate you. We're trying to diversify the stories that's being told. We want people to see that there's some really great, talented filmmakers, actors, writers that may not or may have gotten to shine. We're just saying, like, there's a world here where we can see some very interesting stories, and that's what we love about the short form format. Let me see. Or are you talking about? Oh, yes, I am talking about Ozarks. Watching you on episode 3. Oh, you got so much good times in front of you, Anthony. So many good times in front of you. I'm jealous of people like yourself. All right, I think we might got a Boogie back. Hold on, let me see if we can get him in. Say something, brother. All right, I don't know what it is. I'm still not hearing you, bro. And we did a test. Say something, brother. Yeah, I just checked our feedback. We're still not hearing you on both sides, Boogie. Maybe it's the headphones. And for the people, we're not just doing this right now. We did a test beforehand, and it was working perfectly. So we're gonna get it set up. We're gonna get it worked out soon. But we're gonna keep on going. Why this good brother is making it happen. Hey, let's get some more people. Let me know where y'all coming in, where y'all checking in from. We got Barry. Oh, we got my uncle in the place. Hey, go. How you doing? Thanks for checking in. Let us know where you're coming from. In LA, let me tell you, it's been so much action happening around here. I live like in the Hollywood area, and it's been on and popping. People are acting like ain't nothing going on. People walking around without masks. It's been crazy out here right now. So everybody be safe, stay home, and let's make sure that we keeping each other safe. Oh, wait a minute, hold on. We got a recommendation. Oh, okay, Matt. Yeah, Anthony's talking to tell Matt to check that out. That's how we doing. That's what we're doing in this community. This community, man. Let's pass along recommendations. Let's make things happen. Oh, my shirt says stand with Black women. And we got to do it like that because that's what it is. And yes, I did stop. I would not go all the way up. Okay, we got Boogie back. Let me see. Hey, Boogie, say something, brother. Let me see if you can.
What up?
Yo, success. We did it. What's up, my brother? How you doing today?
Good.
I know we had some technical issues, but now we rocking and rolling. We got the talented Michael Boogie Pickney with us right now, brother. Everyone say what's up to the people.
What's up, everybody? Thanks for coming in, and hopefully you'll enjoy the film.
Man of a lot of words.
I am.
I know.
You know I am. You know I'm a man of a lot of words.
I know, right? Hey, you're the best because you're about that action. That's what I'm talking about.
I'm comfortable behind the camera.
I know, and that's why you are where you are. Oh, so check this out, my good people. We are speaking of which, this is May is Mental Awareness Month. So it's a lot of things that's going on that got everybody kind of on edge, and there's a lot of stuff that's happening that's kind of that you might need a reset, or you might need a better way of coping with things. So just so happened we got to sponsor this episode that is donating something for us as a giveaway to everyone who's having some issues they're trying to cope during these tough times. It's called boom, and the information is right here, my good people, so you can see it about donation. Now, this is what we're going to be able to. This is what's going to happen. It's a deck. It's a bag of vibes, and this is the Awakening Intentions deck. So you check out. You open it up, and it's going to give you some affirmations, some positive words, and ways of coping. Great. All the information is up there for you to check it out. And what we're going to do is, Boogie is going to be able to choose the lucky person and get this this gift. So throughout the program, my good brother, you can choose that special person, whoever it is. It's up to your discretion. This is the director's discretion. whoever gets this, it will be put in the mail and sent to us, sent to that person. And by the way, it will be COVID sanitized. It'll be gloved, wiped down. It'll be everything Lysol. But this is a free giveaway. It's actually wrapped in plastic. It's a very, 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 very nice packaging. It's very, 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 very nice. So I'm not touching everything with my hands. You'll see everything. So there we go. That's our sponsor for today. Thank you very much, Bohemian Bap, and we got a giveaway, so we appreciate that for the people, because we're doing this for the people. That's all I'm saying. All right, so and we're back. So Boogie, we got to talk to you, brother. How you doing?
Sir.
Good with you? How's New York holding you down?
New York is good. I went for a nice run today. I gotta exercise, but social distance.
You said you got to exercise, but social distance.
Yeah, so I ran today. I tried to run 2 miles. You tried to
run 2 miles?
Yeah.
That's what's up. That is definitely what's up.
Keep the mind busy, You
got to keep your mind. That's how. So how are you writing right now? What's happening?
Yeah, I'm writing. I'm finishing 2 features. One was already finished, and I'm doing a polish. So I'm writing, doing some painting. You see a piece of mine behind me.
Oh, that's your work.
Yeah.
Nice.
I'm doing some painting, and just being still.
You said what?
Being still.
Being still.
Yeah.
That's very important, brother, because a lot of people just don't know How to Be Still. So check it out, man. We're going to put you on a hot seat real quick, and then we're going to go into the film. All right.
Okay.
So
All right.
these are. Hold on. We're getting the technology together. Boom. These are, bam, a short break from the beginning. These are quick questions we would love for you to answer for our viewers. Again, like we said, with a short break, it's a short film is usually at the beginning of people's careers. This is the time when they have a story they want to tell. It's something that's pushing them. They want to prove what they can do or whatever the situation is. So we want to talk about from the beginning here. So first one, who was the first mentor that helped push you in the right direction?
I guess I would have to say Spike. Yes, I've worked with him for 15 years, as an AD. So that was my introduction in the game as an intern, and then as a production assistant. So I went up the ranks. And
wow,
you produced my feature.
Let me make sure. Hey, one quick thing. Could you? I know it's hard. I'm gonna tell you right now, good people. If you don't know this, it is hard to direct directors. Just letting y'all know. So my director, my brother, could you move the camera to the left, to the right, because you're kind of being covered? Move it over.
Okay.
You see? Oh, more, over a little more, brother. Thank you. That's good. There we go. Perfect. So you're saying you were working with Spike?
Yeah, I've worked with him for 15 years as an AD, starting as an intern, production assistant. So I went up the ranks, and he executive produced my feature. So that was like my school. I went to college, but that was my real getting paid to go to school. So that was my initial push.
Okay.
Pretty much.
Beautiful,
and
man.
People along the way as well.
For sure. And shout out to Spike Lee for giving love and continually doing all the things he do for the culture. We love that, brother. Next question, real quick. What was the first camera you ever shot
on? It was a Super 8 camera. I was in college, and I shot this experimental film that was a part of this theater experiment I did, and I shot in Super 8. I know for the young cats, Super 8 is film, but it's a smaller film. The Super 8, you double that is 16, and then you double that and it's 34, but 35 millimeters. So it was the film that students used.
Okay. Boom. Hey, there we go. Hey, everybody utilize that film school. Another quick one. Here we go. Where did you get the money for your first short film?
My first short film, most of the time my money comes from me. My first short film was like just guerrilla, my family, friends. I've been editing for 20 years, so I always cut stuff. So typically it comes from me, which is nothing because everybody's working for free, so that's how I got the money for my first film. They just believed in me ultimately.
Hey, we got to have the family support, and we got to have people who got our back, because we are what our community helped make us,
Yeah.
So that's real. So you got to have a tribe. So that's why people say that tribe is for real. Because when did you realize that you were a director? Then you've been cutting for 20 years. When did you realize that you're going to make that leap?
I always kind of felt like, I used to be a PA, on Spike stuff, from he got game like a ton of. I've worked on as a PA for years, and I would be directing while I was PAing. I always position myself when I first started as a PA to be right near Spike. I would just find myself there because I wanted to be close, and I would be looking at how he shot stuff and thinking about how I would do it. So I always kind of felt like I was like, directing. I was directing while I was PAing. I was directing while I was assistant directing. So you kind of find yourself. To me, when it's in you, you can't help it. So I wasn't the PA just hanging out, bullshitting. I was the PA right there. I was absorbing everything.
Okay.
So I was there looking at everything because I knew I wanted to direct.
So my good people, great. That's a great conversation. Because Boogie, that is exactly where I started off. Like I was just a performer. I was an actor, and doing doing theater, doing off Broadway, just nowhere near Broadway, doing all the work I can as an actor. Independent films, really get it in. But at the time in New York, I had a roommate that was a sound guy, and he was like, "Hey man, you want to come and make a couple bucks?" when you're not on tour. And I was like, yeah, why not? Because I was doing this tour that was like, it wasn't, we'd be out for like 2 months and be home for a week and then out for a month and then, you know, type of thing. So I started doing PA work at a production company the days I went on tour, and I was able to learn everything. And also they were really taking advantage of me too of my naivety. I learned that while I was PAing, I couldn't realize that I was gripping the entire time. So I learned, I learned to be a grip. But again, this is something that allowed me to fish more. You know what I'm saying? I was able to earn a living when the times was needed. I can go in, and I was able to hone and sharpen my craft by doing something like that. So I'm just saying that, understand that PAing, interning will change your world, my good people, if you listen to it. I am a direct result of interning that helped change the trajectory of my life, and PAing to help change the trajectory of my life. So take advantage, Real quick, the last one. How did you feel wrapping the first project you ever directed? Well, that night after you got, that night when you was done and everybody left and you can finally breathe, what was that like?
I mean, I guess depending on what film it was. In the beginning, my first film, I had no clue. I had no clue what a rap what a rap was. You know what I'm saying? It was different for when I did a film and when I did a real film and rap was it. When I first shot my first film, I'm shooting, I'm doing B-roll, I'm like doing it all. So it's not a traditional rap because it takes over your life. But my traditional rap, whether it was my feature or a short that I only had a certain amount of time to do because that's all the money I got, it's not gonna last for 2 months. Was you realize that everybody's gone. It don't finish by itself.
It don't finish by itself. That was that feeling.
No, and it's like you still got to do some lifting. You still got to do some lifting, and the euphoria wears off quick. And then it's kind of like, okay, now what? If I don't got an editor, I'm cutting it. If I didn't finish shoot something, I got to figure it out. So I'm a pragmatist. Everything, and I've been cut as an AD for so long. It's like everything is logistical for me. I do very little celebrating.
There we go, brother. That's a great transition. So we're going to get started on a short break, man. And so I'm going to put you in the back. We're going to bring you up to say a couple things before the film. I'm going to say a couple words and we're going to get right to it. All right. All right. Cool. So I'll see you in just a second, my brother. All right, my good people. Thank you again for tuning into a short break. So let me tell you what a short break is. A short break is an intersectionality between the audience and the filmmaker. It allows us, the filmmakers and the audience, to have a conversation, a cohesive conversation that can help enlighten the audience on, the trials and tribulations of bringing this from concept to reality, to the point of, and then also the filmmakers allowing them to see the reactions and have an engaging conversation about their craft. So this is I think it's a good combination to highlight, I think, the unsung hero of cinema is the short film. And here at a short break, we believe that every short film has a long story to it. So this is our short break with the good brother Michael Boogie Pickney. So here's the thing: we're going to run the film in its entirety, and then right after that, we're going to run the film again, but we're going to put the film on mute. And this is the time where the director, the filmmaker, can have a conversation about the film with the audience, either through text chat or video conference. So if you would like to make a video conference conversation, we believe that we will put the information up there for you. You can hop on just like we are and have a conversation, or you can type a chat just like you've been doing. So my good people, without further ado, we are going to get going with, one second, getting this together. Again, this is all an operation that we're handling hands-on. So give us a second. There we go. So my good brother, would you like to say anything before we start your film?
No, I was moved to write this film. To me, film for me is a spiritual thing. So I was moved to write this script and to do this film. That's the place that it came from.
Beautiful, 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 beautiful. The place in where it came from made you want to write it. So without any further ado, my good people, I'm going to start the trailer.
This isn't what I envisioned my life being when I was a little girl. I always wanted to be on TV, maybe even a reality star. Their lives seemed so glamorous and exciting. They wear such nice clothes and live in such big houses. I wish I lived in a big house. Most of the men I sleep with are much older than me. And sometimes they smile, but I try not to think about it. I don't enjoy it, but sometimes they just want to talk.
And don't you think I'm paying for this? You're lucky I don't haul your ass down to jail for selling yourself on the street. Where are you, Sarah? They say violence and tragedy are staples of American journalism because readers are attracted to gruesome details in photographs. If it bleeds, it leads, is the standard rule of thumb. But what happens when you're on the other side of the story?
Do you want me to play with myself or something?
No, just tell me your story.
My story? I was first forced to do it by my boyfriend Antonio. He said that he loved me and that if I didn't do it, then I didn't really love him. I didn't know he was a pimp until I saw the other girls just like me living in his house.
What is that on your arm?
It's a brand. They barcode those girls just to track us if we ever decide to run away. I can't wait till the weather warms up. Me too. Where are you from again? Colombia? Must be beautiful there. And warm. Yeah, it is. You haven't been on a plane before? No. I've never flown before, but it's probably fun, like riding a cyclone or something. I love roller coasters. One day, I'm gonna travel the world. Go to Paris and see the Eiffel Tower. Egypt and see the pyramids. One day. I have to go. Me too. See you tomorrow. Same time, same place.
My name is Vladimir. If you do as you're told, you'll be fine. But if you don't, you'll have problems. Я не хочу иметь никаких проблем.
Чего вы это делаете?
Заткнись! What's your name?
Sarah?
sad.
Oh, miss. This is your home now. You must try to get used to it. You just gotta learn. In time, it'll be nice. Just don't let him see you cry.
You got to do better tomorrow. Why are you always looking at this old ass picture? Bitch gone, she gonna stay gone, she ain't never coming back. The bitch don't even look like you. You ever been in New York before, baby girl?
No.
It's a place where the stars are made and dreams come true. Bet you looking forward to seeing your mama again.
I can't wait to see her.
Yeah, like I told you, me and your mama, we go way back. Went to grade school together. Yeah, your mama was a fighter. Yeah. She excited to see you too.
Yeah, I'm excited to see you. That was over a year ago. And I still haven't met my mama yet.
Try to look fucking sexy. Ain't nobody gonna wanna holler at your ass if you look like you got a stink ass fucking attitude. Give me one of them fuck faces. You know the face I'm talking about.
I'm trying.
You know the face I'm talking about.
I'm trying.
Well, fucking try harder, bitch. I gotta upload new fucking pictures because the old pictures ain't getting the hits it should. And you know what's gonna happen if you come up short, right?
Hey there, officer. This looks like an entrapment. I'm not a cop. You sure? Like what you see? Looking for a little action? I guess you could say that. You can do whatever you want to, huh? Fucking ass. Come on 'em. Come in the mouth. Whatever you like. There's no rough stuff, all right? You don't pay me. You pay her. You fucking me. You ain't gonna be fucking me. You're gonna be fucking her. So you pay her.
But you're in charge.
Yeah,
right?
I'm in charge. Why are you asking so many motherfucking questions?
Come on, baby, let's go.
He seems nice.
And Tyson? He's like that with everybody.
You don't have to do that.
You want to do it with our clothes on?
No, can we just talk first? What's your name?
They call me baby girl.
Your mother gave you that name?
No. I don't ever give out my real name. It's better that way. I didn't really know my birth mother. But I have a picture of her. You want to see?
She's pretty.
No. Thank you.
Can you do me a favor?
That's what you're paying me for?
Do you recognize her? Have you seen her around?
Wait, calm down. I'm not gonna hurt you and I'm not a cop.
Tyson wouldn't like me talking to you.
She's my daughter, okay? I'm just trying to find my daughter. I understand. If you don't want to help me.
What's the matter now?
Nothing. Just thinking.
Thinking? Well, I'll tell you about thinking. It's like drinking, it messes with your head.
I was thinking about you, baby.
Trying to run game on me?
No.
Because you can't pimp a motherfucking pimp. Stay in the whole place.
When there isn't a lot of traffic on the strip, Nathan's Famous is a good place to meet lonely men looking for companionship. Hey, Fix Fender. You want a party?
Pretty lady. You got no diseases, right? No diseases? You're clean. Clean. I don't like to be rushed. I don't like to be rushed. How old are you? Never mind. Never mind. I love that smell.
Thank you.
Is that just for me?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's for you, baby.
Oh, pretty lady.
Sometimes I shower for what seems like hours, trying to wash away the feelings of their hands all over my body.
What's up, my good brother? We're gonna let that roll out the sound for a second. The score is hard. Who did your score, brother?
He did the composition for him.
You said, I'm sorry, could you repeat that again?
His name is Jared. He did the composition for me.
You said Jared did the competition, the composition for it?
Yeah.
Oh man, could we give this brother a hand? Everybody, Carol Ford, could we give a hand? Can we get the hand emojis in there for this brother? Boom, are you hearing that?
Yeah.
All right, my good brother. Man, congratulations. We are, hold on, what is going on? It is starting up again, 1 second. We are about to go into we got people. Hold on, let me drop it off. Let me show you what we got going on. Wow, this is so real. So many. See that? Boom.
Wow. Nice.
Look at that, my brother. Look at that. Intense. Oh, also, Tony, I believe you were correct. I saw he dropped this during the film. He said, I think I saw this in NYC at Urban World. Is that right?
Yeah, we played at Urban World. Yeah.
It played at Urban World as well? Yeah, it did. Yeah, we were at Urban World together. We both had our shorts at the time,
I
right?
think that's the last time I saw you in New York.
That was the last time you saw me in New York. Exactly. Yes. Wow. That is the trade, everyone. That is the trade. So we are about to go into the section that we call a short break. And what that is, we got our sponsor. We have to show some love too. So give it one quick second. I believe there's something flickering. Okay, and there we go. And we're about to show this here. There we go. And we're gonna have a quick word from our sponsor, our good people, one of our partners. I think his brother knows these people very well. And here we go. Before we go right into a short break, we're gonna have a word from our partners.
Big shout out to Black Film, the number one film site for everything black. Appreciate everything that's going on that you're building for us, man, to be able to have a platform for filmmakers like myself, independently to these things, and to have opportunities to work with people like Tyrese to become giant stars. And that's why Black Film is important.
All right. Shout out to Black Film. So, without further ado, we are about to go into a short break. So again, like I said, we mentioned this earlier. A short break is when the filmmaker can answer questions from the filmmaker can ask questions from the audience, and the audience and the filmmaker can also have a commentary with whatever he would like to speak about doing the film going on. And we run the film back in mute. So we're going to start this short break. We're going to blah, boom, and with our good brother, Pickney, and there we go. So
that's Coney Island, of course. We shot in Coney Island.
Mm-hmm. Why did you shoot in Coney Island? Why did you want to highlight Coney Island?
I love Coney Island. The aesthetic is amazing, and it's a place where a lot of things can happen in the dark, and I'm a big fan of The Warriors, the film. Oh,
okay. So The Warriors in the film.
Yeah.
Is what happened. Okay. That's what's up. So I got a question before we go on. Also, my good people, you can ask questions either through your chat commentary. You can live chime in and ask a question live. I'm about to post the link where you good people can. It's right. It's
Matthew asked a question.
Yes, he did.
Well, Matthew, spiritually, I just is about reaching people that's in a dark place. I was moved. I read an article about domestic trafficking, and I was moved to write about it because I didn't know it was a lot of domestic trafficking. I did the film in 2016. So just being a person to speak for the voiceless. That's the spiritual. That's just the God in me who reaches down to people who are hurting and want to shed light on it and want to have a conversation. I'm a filmmaker. That's the way that I know how to do it. Because I'm a filmmaker. I write about it and I try to compose stories about it. So that's my ministry, if you will. Mm-hmm. Thanks for your question, Matthew.
Thank you, Matthew, for your question. We have another one. Here we go, my brother. Take it away.
I did auditions. I knew Tobias, who played the pimp. I knew him for a long time. I did a casting, and I happened to find Baby Girl. She was a freshman in college. Sometimes you really find people, when you have an audition, and Shakur, the one who played the lesbian pimp, we went to college together, and that role was written for a man. And I was like, what? I've always wanted to work for Shakur. Have her come in and read. And I changed the role for her because she nailed it, so that's how that cast, sometimes things organically come,
mm-hmm. And you know what? And to piggyback on top of that, for my actors that's in the room.
Robertina, thanks for the question.
Yes, good. Thank you for the question. Thank you for the question. And to piggyback on what you just said, for all my actors in the room, you hear what Boogie just said? The role wasn't written for a woman. It was a role that was written for a male. but she came in and embodied the role so much. And
she bodied crazy.
I was one when she said, "Don't look in my eyes," and that was that's where my question is coming from. Did you do any research? What was it?
Yeah.
What was your process of putting together like that social, commentary, and also going deeper than what we perceive a pimp to be, or what we perceive the sex trade to be, to go to tell this story from a father? Seems like a journalist trying to figure out from his point of view. What was that?
Right.
What was that process of writing come up? Now, how did you add those layers?
I came across this article, which led me to a video. So for like 2 weeks, I was reading and watching videos, and the world kind of fucked me up, because it's so dark, So that's where, how he talks, and don't look me in the eyes, and don't try to pimp a pimp. Like there's a command, 10 commandments for pimp. How you want to create a bottom bitch. Like this is an old profession, so they have a step-by-step lesson on how to be a pimp, how to talk to women and how to degrade women is insane, so it was a lot of research, and I just had to write about it. Either write about it or go out and do something about it, so I chose to write about it because I'm a filmmaker. There we
go. Again, everybody, you can chime in and ask any question through comments, or either through this link that I just posted up. You can click on this link. All it's going to ask you for is permission to use your microphone and camera, and you'll be able to ask a question just the way we are speaking right now. So you got the option to do that. You put that out there to you good people. I want to ask you about your set design and art department, because it seemed like I see you had your locations were hotels and certain bottoms of buildings and things like that. But I feel like your art department went above and beyond, or they were engaging, because it all feels like the places you should be. You should, and within the story. So can you talk to me about that a little more, or your process with that?
I mean, we shot in 2 days, so lean and mean. So we had an art department, not really. The hotel, I just had to find locations that were set dressed already, a motel, not a hotel. A friend of mine owned a house, and her basement was jacked up. So and she let me shoot in her house, in her daughter's room, which are already messed up. So I just had to find, location that we can walk in and be like, okay, so this is close to what I want. Because there's no money or time to really set dress 100%. We could set dress 10% and dress camera, what camera sees, and be strategic.
You know what? And Albert, thank you for your question, because I think Boogie kind of answered your question within the last one.
Messiah, 2 days.
2 days. Yep, 2 days. Yeah. Beautiful. Got another one for you.
It was cold when we were shooting. It was cold. It was the winter, and it was a snowstorm. That's the difficulty.
Here's the question: did you get to talk to sex workers about how they felt about the film?
Yes, I talked to, when I was writing a film, because this is actually a feature. I wrote a feature film, and I ended up shooting a short version of the film to raise money for the feature. So it was a ex-traffic person who name is Chung Kim. We connected, and I talked to her while I was writing the script. I talked to her while I was writing the script. She gave me some pointers, and she told me about the world. And, some of it is not in the short, is in the feature, but it was so deep. And we screened it in LA. And this nonprofit, Saving Innocence, came to the screening and invited me to come back to their headquarters. And their headquarters in LA and Hollywood. And they couldn't give me the address. They told me to meet them on the corner, and they would text me, because they had women in the safe house. So they couldn't even give me the information. So they very Shakura, hey, there's Goldie. But
that's cool. Hey, there we go. Look at that. Perfect timing, isn't it? Hey, Shakura, if you would like to jump in, excuse me, I mean, if you would like to jump in, I would love. We would love for you to jump in, because I'm pretty sure the audience would love to ask you a couple questions, because you bodied their role. So the link for you to jump in is
right here. She comes right here.
Come right on in. What'd you say?
Right there.
Right there. Look at that.
There she go right there.
Don't look at. So how were you feeling when she was in that zone? Because she's clearly in a zone. How were you feeling as a director?
So when she auditioned, the room went quiet. We just was like, And then when she left, we looked at each other and was like, oh shit, she just like, she killed it. And it was all the men that was coming after her to audition. It was like, oh, it's not theirs, it's hers. They don't got no, we don't need to see nobody else. That's what it was. It's like, we're done. We're done. You know, because she was amazing.
Got another one for you from Matthew.
Did you want the dark setting, or did you lucky and turn the weather? Well, no, we got lucky. Well, I wanted the dark setting because it's not a bright film, but it was a snowstorm and it was overcast, which helps. You know, so you know, it was really cold, but you know, definitely the overcast helped. So God was with us.
No, God was with. Hey, that's it. And man, I'm so impressed. I'm so impressed with your with the set design and what lenses did y'all use for this?
We shot with the red dragon, and we used prime lenses. We used these, you know, it wasn't no expensive lenses. It was a couple of lenses that my co-producer had because he owned the red. You know, he owned the red Scarlet. We shot it with the Scarlet, and I think we had 3 lenses. You know, but I was very specific on what we would shoot because we didn't have a lot of time, and I just know I wanted to. It's based on the feature and a TV show, so it had a certain feel and pacing of it. It was slow. It was just kind of, you know, cool. You know, and you know, and it was all handheld.
You know what? I want to hold on. Tobias is about to do a lean. That's so cool. You see that lean? Did y'all see that lean?
Yeah, yeah.
Hey, listen, I'm telling you right now.
And that's his car too. He owns that car.
He owns that car too. Okay, let me tell y'all a little behind the scene game. When actors know they need a shot for another project or something that they got in their mind that they want to portray. They try to like, all right, I'm gonna make sure this still gonna look like what I need. Because I'm telling you right now, I saw that still on Tobias's social media as like his Marvin Gaye pitch.
Yeah.
So, but I mean, speaking about Tobias, which is great because you got to look at again. These are qualities that you will find a lot in the short film world, right? You will find that actors that you might not recognize at the time, or actors that may not be familiar to you in your circles, that after some of these short films, they take off because this is where they're sharpening their skills, holding their craft, or they're building their resume for people to do. So now, at this present moment, like Tobias is doing great things right now.
He's popping right now.
Tobias is popping right now. You know, so you got to give that brother his props, but also we have to shed some light onto you, Boogie, because you saw this before the masses saw it. You saw what Tobias could do before everyone else, or not everyone else, but let's say a lot of people saw what he can do, and you believe, you believed in with his work. And a brother like Tobias has been putting it down for a while in New York City. He laid his groundwork, and he made his bones in the world. So I appreciate that. You know, that's the role of the. He stayed the course, but this is what you get out of short films, right? Can you speak on that about like the casting and development, what you've seen, and where your talent has went after your film?
Say that again.
Is it where your talent that was in this film? Like, for example, right now, the actress, what's happening with her right now? But she was phenomenal.
She was phenomenal. I think she went back to school because she was a freshman. Shakura is doing a ton of TV recurring roles. She's killing it as well.
Yeah.
You know, so everybody's doing well.
See, everyone's doing well again. But we all had this perfect storm came together that was captained by you. She said, I would love to hear from the actors about how they chose to auction for the role to match the character of being something other than what they are. An example, a woman auditioning for a male role and killing it. Okay. So I get what's going on. Is like she wants to know like what was like the process and the creativity behind. Was it something that she knew that this is written for a man, or was it like, hey, this is a
no, she did, you know, but you know, I liked her work, and I was like, you know what, I want to see this. You know,
I'm sorry. This is a beautiful shot. This is a beautiful shot, man. This was a
Thank you.
look at
Nathan's famous, Tony Allen.
I mean, this is set design. You couldn't pay for that. You know, it's there. There's added value that you know. So, question: how guerrilla did you go?
Yeah, we went guerrilla. The hotel, we got kicked out of one hotel because they thought we were going to shoot a porn.
They thought you were going to shoot a porn.
We had to travel because you know we didn't tell them we were shooting, and then we came in, and so we had to travel an hour away to another hotel. You know, it was guerrilla. You know, it was guerrilla. You know, I did it. I'm a Directors Guild member, DGA member, so I did a DGA. I do every short DGA just to do it, but I got an independent mindset. You know, and guerrilla for me isn't necessarily guerrilla for someone else, because I've seen it done on so many levels that I might be doing it guerrilla, but it still feels like it's being done by a DGA member and SAG actors. And you know what I'm saying? So I do it by the numbers. That's the only way I was taught. So that's the way I do it. Whether I got $2 or $2 million. You know?
do it by the numbers and you make it happen.
Right.
This shower scene is so emotional.
Yeah.
What was the feeling behind that? Like,
well, I told her that. I mean, when the direction I gave her, I was like, you know, this is your opportunity. You are in this moment more than anywhere else in the film. You are speaking for these young girls that are out here alone. That's you. You're not Prentice. That's you. And when I had the DP set up the camera on a tripod, one of the only tripod shots, I'm saying we ain't gonna stay here. I'm a roll camera, and you channel that. I'm not even gonna be here. I ain't even gonna look at it. This is your moment. And I walked away.
Nice.
You know, and I allowed her to have her moment. You know, but I put the stakes up high to be like, the stakes are high. You know, you have to. They can't speak, so you speaking for them. So what does that mean to you? You know, how do you get there? And she had to get there, and I allowed her to have her space to do it. And I stepped out of the room. You know, but that was a chance for her to channel something spiritual. To do something that, you know, she didn't know she can do. Beautiful.
And it resonated, you can see. So check this out, the trade, everyone. And I'm going to stop it right now for a second. So check this out, Michael. Check this out, Boogie. This is officially the end of your short break, because we have concluded the second showing of the film. So technically, look, everybody give them a hand. Now we have a thing that we do called overtime. It'll be overtime, basically a ripoff of Bill Maher's Overtime.
I love Bill Maher.
I do too. That's why I'm ripping them off. I only steal from the ones that I enjoy and I like. So I guess Shakira, is it Shakura or Shakira? Shakura?
Shakura.
Shakira just said she would love to join in, but she's not.
Join in. Come on, Shakura, get in here.
The link that I just posted up, this one right here, you click on that link, and all they're going to do is ask you for the permission to use your microphone and your camera, and you will be able to get right in with us. So would you like to? We'll hold off for a minute because I would love for you to join. And this is basically the overtime where we're going to ask whatever questions we want to ask, but it's up to the filmmaker who would like to stay and you know, be involved in it while we're waiting on Shakira. How you feel about that, Mike?
Hey, sounds good to me.
Sounds good to you. Okay,
yes, sir.
So let Shakira know that we would love for her to get in and answer a couple questions and be part of the conversation. I just posted it on there again, so you can click on it. But we're gonna keep it going until she's able to pop in. All right.
You know, and I find that this film, I worked on. I was the first AD on Broad City season 2. And I was like, I'm gonna shoot this film, and I'm gonna put some pennies away and shoot my film. You know, so I always technically do that. I always use money from ADing to pursue what I want to do.
First thing you got to do is invest in yourself, people. If you can't invest in yourself, then who's going to invest in? Who should invest in you if you're not investing in yourself?
Right, right.
Yes, I feel the exact same way, brother. The exact
right. And I'm still, and we're watching the film and talking about it now. 3 years later, that money would have been gone.
Exactly. You wouldn't even know what you spent that money on. You see, like, oh, maybe I spent some on rent, but drinking, going out, hanging out, but you do it into your craft. And now you have a tangible thing that we can have conversations with about 3 years from now, you know? And that's the thing. That's what's dope about art, because it's forever. Good, bad, or different. What'd you say?
Yeah, it's timeless.
It's timeless. It's timeless. So could you tell me, can you share with the people, like, what's being guerrilla in New York is being what's being guerrilla in New York is different than being guerrilla in LA or being guerrilla in Missouri. Could you share a little bit of the guerrilla in New York and the pitfalls and the things you got to avoid to make sure that you might not get in trouble in New York City?
I mean, you know, it's just, yeah, to me, guerrilla in New York is just being smart about what you want to do and know what, you know, what you need to do it. You know, if I'm going to shoot in the subway, I know I need to shoot certain times. I know I need to shoot certain train lines because some aren't as busy. You know, cops ain't on this. You know, so it's really kind of, you know, knowing everything that you want to do and just being mobile. Just being lean and mean. It's like 5 crew. So the trade was like 6 people. That's it.
6 people.
I don't like a lot of people. That's it. You know, plus the actors that work, and it's like that's it. I don't need nobody else. You know, that's just me being from my AD world and having a lot of people on set. As an AD, I never really liked too many people around the director. Just doing nothing?
Was that something that you picked up working with Spike, like in the Lean?
Yeah, he did. I mean, because he'll be like, okay, we going the crew staying, and we going the skeleton crew, and we going somewhere, and we just doing guerrilla and some shit. You know, and it's a $10 million movie.
Oh,
but
wow.
That's in his DNA. You know, but because he feels comfortable not having any rules, just shooting. When you have money and when you try to not shoot guerrilla, there's a lot of rules that you got to adhere to. What's like, what you rules for? What? Take a camera and shoot it. As long as nobody get killed. So, you know what I'm saying? Ultimately, that's what I was taught. So whether it's Coney Island or the subway or just kind of it's just being lean and mean and having a small footprint. That's why you don't have a lot of people.
You got to keep lean and mean.
Small footprint. You want to be able to go in there and do it. And nobody the wiser. But if you got 10 people and you got a boom pole and it's just like, you know, you're made. So that's how I like to do, because I like to be quiet.
You like to be quiet and to the point.
You know,
cut the fat out. Be straight in, get in and get out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Definitely. How many shorts have you done?
Probably 9.
You said 9. Nice. So what is the next step for you? What is the next evolution for Boogie?
Well, most of the time, like even for this, most of the time if I do a short, now for the last maybe 4 years, it's always connected to a TV show or a feature. And that's just the step.
So the trade
money or whatever. I'm not ever going to do a standalone short and that's it.
Okay.
The trade is a feature and a TV show.
And a TV.
And I use it for the pitch.
Would you are you planning on bringing back the same cast if you could for the TV show or the feature?
Well, I mean, if I could, but it's kind of like whoever wants to pick it up if they want to have some input, you know. But I'm open to it. But it was more of a proof of concept, you know. I wanted to do it because I kind of got on the sex trafficking, and I was pitching in LA, and nobody got it because it was so new. And then once everything come out and R. Kelly, now everybody's and it's like I was talking about it, and people was like, "Oh my God, this really happens in America." That's what that was being told, because it's typically internationally. But you know, and I wanted to make sure that it was a young Black girl, because they don't talk about brown and Black young girls being trafficked,
exactly,
or being kidnapped. You know, I was intentional about that. You know, so they weren't privy to this world at all, and they were just kind of like, "Is this a documentary?" I got all kinds of stuff in the room. They loved it, but they just was a little uncomfortable with it.
You know what? I'm gonna be straight up with you, man.
You know? And then somebody told me.
No, go ahead. What you said? Somebody told you. I'm listening. No, go ahead.
No, somebody told me in the room that, you know, some people don't think that some people aren't scared to make it because of their connection to it.
And you what you just said kind of, was what I was just about. I have a film that I wrote that centers around, basically sex trafficking and molestation. And I kind of got that same, echo. Like you're trying to get investors.
Right.
You can't, you can't
Right.
put
They're like, this
put
is
glass
like
houses
dirty laundry.
can't
Like,
be-
no, we don't want to do this.
Exactly. And I didn't understand why people, was like, hey man, I don't understand why this falls right into the themes of the stories they tell. All these, and I'm pitching, and then someone had to
Right.
pull me back and give me some game. Was like, hey, do you think that these people in these glass houses want to get flashlights?
Right.
I was like, oh,
Right.
and I just never thought about it. I just didn't think about that. That's something that when I was writing it,
Right.
I was putting it together. When I was writing it, I was
Right.
writing the script. The name of the script that I'm speaking about is called The V, short, AKA Victory High. It's about, stuff like this. But I didn't understand. The only thing I was thinking about was keeping it in budget in mind, locations were in mind, actors were in mind. I thought about the creative aspect. I didn't think that you have so many different levels of the game, and that's something for our people to understand. There's so many different levels of the game that has nothing to do with creativity that makes decisions on your career. It's amazing.
Right.
And
Right.
when it comes down to it, and I want to get your thoughts on it. When it comes down to it, it's on you to get your story out to the masses, and then the people will turn around to you, as opposed to accepting you and wanting to champion your stories because those ain't the stories that they're comfortable with for whatever reasons. So tell me what are your thoughts?
Huh?
What are your thoughts on this? What I just said, or situations like that?
I mean, it's like we have, and those people aren't typically creative people, so we can't let them make the decision on what to create because they're not, creative people. So they're the gatekeepers, but they can't. We still have to create for creation's sake. We can't create for commerce, because then it's not authentic, and we have to, we're the leaders, so they're gonna eventually follow us. We can't follow them. That's a blind leading the blind.
You're 100% right. I
think that what's happening now. You got a question? No,
I was just about to say I got a real quick statement to what you just said. A response to what you just said. I'm gonna put it up for you.
Okay.
There you go. I didn't say it.
I feel the same way.
Exactly. I feel the same way, Shante. Go ahead. I didn't mean to cut you off. We're gonna leave this up while you go ahead and say what you had to say, brother. You didn't say it, but it's okay. Go ahead.
What was I saying?
You were speaking about you were speaking about how you just got to go out there and do your thing and make it happen.
Right. They don't get it a lot of times. They don't get it.
Yeah, because they're just not going to get it.
Right. They're not in the business of getting it.
Okay, so here's something real quick, and we're gonna 2 times. Oh, we got to second that.
2 times.
We're gonna wrap this up pretty soon, but just a couple quick questions. Do you what do you got coming up next, Boogie? What's up next for us to check out and know?
Well, Gods and Kings is the feature that I'm finishing, but I'm gonna shoot a short film version of it when this pandemic finishes. It's about a 10-year-old boy with spiritual powers. It's called Gods and Kings. I'm also launching a all-Christian digital network called the Kingdom TV Network, to do all Christian and faith-based content. So anybody, got that kind of stuff, holla and hit me up, because that's I feel like that's where God kind of placed me, or he placed me here to do that, to work with Spike, to work in the business for 25 years. That's why that was the setup for where he wanted me to go, in my heart. That's what I feel. And that's where I'm going to still do other films, but I want to build this network. Most of the networks that are Christian and faith-based, they're not really run by people of color, so, and they kind of, the content is kind of stale. So I think that the Kingdom TV Network, I want to do cutting edge, thought-provoking. The trade is going to be redeveloped for the Kingdom TV Network. But instead of a journalist, the guy is a pastor. You know what I'm saying? Like, everything can have a Christian feel because God is everywhere. We just have to do dynamic stories and be sure to include God. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I want to do. That's next for me.
Oh, that's hey, you know what? Honestly, Boogie, I don't even know what way we can end this on a higher level than God. So, with that being said, man, this is God's plan, and we appreciate you being here,
Yes.
brother, and showcasing your talents and
Thanks for having
allowing us to showcase your talents and spread it, and get this message that is important about sex trafficking. That so let me tell you real quick. When I remember this, again. We screened together for a short that I directed, and it's just always stayed in the back of my mind. And when I got a chance to champion this, to show you, because after the screening, everyone's like, "Oh man, good work, man, appreciate it, man, good work," and you're all like, "Yeah, man, thank you."
Right.
And sometimes you don't know if they genuine, sincere or not, whatever the thing is. And in my faith and how I deal with things, I'm a man of action. I speak of, and actions are much more important than words, in my opinion. Because pimps and pastors both begin with peace. You know what I'm saying? So
I like that title, Pimps and Pastors. I like that.
Yeah. So my actions will show you more about me than anything, and this is something I always kept this in my mind, and I wanted to champion this story because it's along the lines that I stories and things that I want to champion, and I appreciate you for making and writing this because I know the undertaking that it takes to tell a story. We in the last question, I know we only talk about and build about the output, right? The output that the artist, put it to the world and the sacrifice and the stuff that they do and the end result. Can you real quick tell us what it took out of you to do this? Tell a story about prostitution and young sex trades and things like that, because this is something you had to deal with up front for months in editing, pre-production, and post. So where did this leave you as an artist?
Right. It kind of took me in a dark place. I had a lot of emotion, sadness, a lot of anger, just about reading this stuff that was going on, and a lot of it was like pure evil, and so it took me to this place, and I was working on the feature, and I had a couple people read for me, to give me notes and stuff, and somebody was like, you're too nice to baby girl, because I was kind of protecting her, but I'm writing this story, I gotta be authentic, so, and I was kind of protecting her, so I would, but they're not being protected out there, so she had to tell me to be authentic. This isn't how her pimp would talk to her. He would, it's a brutal world, so I had to be authentic. So that was tough for me to, write this story and kind of live and think about what they've been through. But I had to do it in order to communicate to people what was happening. But I had, but it was definitely a dark place. And what happened when I met with the nonprofit in LA, and after your eyes open about sex trafficking, you start seeing it in places. So I would be in Brooklyn, and I'm like, okay, there's a young girl over there. Who is she waiting for? Like so I would instantly be able to pinpoint why is she with him. So I couldn't help it. It's like once your eyes are open, you can't close it.
Wow, you're 100% right, brother.
Right.
Again.
So now that's what it is. I look and I'm very, very watchful now.
That's you know what? Again, I know, and that's why this question I try to save it towards the end.
Yeah.
I know that's why I asked this question, and I save it towards the end because it's what we always talk about and address the outputs, the product that's there that the artist has created. Right. We never dive into what the artist had to go through to create this product, because I know everything takes a toll, no matter what it is.
Right. And the thing is, and I was just saying with this, the perfect example of that is Heath Ledger, where he had to go and what he had to pay to play that role. We see where it took him.
So you see where it's a good prime example. There's a prime example. Thank you, brother. Right. So, hey man, I appreciate you, Michael Boogie Pickney, for jumping in. Appreciate your work, my brother. Thank you for jumping in. And we have a short break. Thank you, my brother.
All right, brother.
Hey, anything you want to say to the people?
Blackmedia.com, at Boogie Vision on Instagram. Holla at your boy.
Yeah, and also I'm gonna be throwing up. Boogie's all his information while we're closing out. Thank you again, Boogie. We appreciate you, my brother. Talk to you soon.
All right, brother. Peace.
Peace. So, my good people. Now I told you that this was gonna be a good one. The trade is a phenomenal story that's being told, that needs to be told. It's impactful, and it addresses things that we need to talk about in our communities and everything. So if you want to get in contact with the good brother Michael Boogie Pickney, I put his, throughout the course of this, we've always put up his information and all that stuff, but also we are going to put his information in the bottom of this as well. So check out the trade, check out Michael Boogie Pickney, check out all his work. The guy's dope. He's been doing good work for for a super long time. Boom, there we go. He's been doing good work for forever. So my good people, let's make sure that we all know and we pay attention to this. Hold on one quick second. I want to make sure we got it. Boom. All right. I appreciate y'all. Thank you. We getting it. We got getting close. There we go. There we go. Thank you, my good people, for tuning to A Short Break. We appreciate you. And here at A Short Break, we think every short film has a long story. And we'll be checking in. We have some really exciting things coming up. I promise you. I'm talking about like Oscar-worthy type of things. Take my word for it. Coming up pretty soon. Talk to you soon. Creativity, love, and all. Peace.